everybody, I'm Chanel Omari, your host for DivaGalsDaily.com, and we are here with the fabulous, talented Carol J. Castillo. Not only is she a beauty and dating expert, but she's also a comedian, and her show is December 17th. She's one of the funniest, talented people I've ever met in my life. How are you, Carol J. Castillo?
I'm great, how are you?
Coming from the beauty industry to being a comedian now, talk to me a little bit about how that happened. How did you get here?
This is my third career.
Wow.
I started in corporate and I was there for 15 years and then I left and started freelancing in the beauty industry. 5 years into freelancing, I launched my own luxury mobile spa and have worked with celebrities such as Snoop Dogg, Victoria Justice, Tracy Ross, just to name a few. It's been amazing, but comedy has always been a part of my life.
Right.
Very young, I lost my parents and I had my son very young, so having gone through so much so young, I always found myself leaning towards comedy to deal with whatever it was I had going on.
When you do your comedy, what's the inspiration behind it? When you get on that stage, what do you practice? Do you improv a lot? Is it based on personal experiences? Talk to me a little bit about that.
The first show I did was a 5-minute set. 3 minutes of that was rehearsed because of class, but we were only up to 3 minutes in class, so 2 minutes of it I had to improvise. And when I watched the video, the 2 minutes improvised was truly, genuinely myself.
Wow.
I was like, wow, you did that. And it was just sharing stories, and the inspiration comes from having gone through so much. I feel like I went through all of that so that I could be the light at the end of the tunnel for people through comedy.
You've been on major shows. Let's talk about that. You've been on big franchise like Housewives of New York, Housewives of Beverly Hills, one of the best high-rated shows with The Rock called Ballers, playing his sister on HBO. You're about to do a new show with Genuine. Talk to me about how it feels to get to this place after all you've been through.
It feels well deserved. I earned it.
How was it even working with The Rock? Like just being in his presence.
First of all, this is for the ladies and some guys. He looks huge and intimidating in pictures, but he is so well proportioned. You're like, God chiseled this, this beautiful masterpiece to perfection. He was completely humble and just, it was awesome to watch him in action. Very focused, but yet acknowledge the people around. It was an amazing experience.
Let's go back a little bit to dating. What would you say? A lot of our viewers want to know, what are the tips to being single in the city? How to cope with it? How to cope with dating? Do you have any advice or tips that you could share with our viewers?
I absolutely love dating because through dating I've been able to learn things about myself that friends and family can't teach you.
Right.
Every person you date is going to bring out a different side of you. So my approach to dating is I act like I'm going to the movies. I sit back and just watch my date do his thing.
Is that what we should do though? Maybe we should be a little bit less neurotic and more chill, right? Like kind of watch the date.
Yeah, I mean that is the key. And it's also, again, going back to faith, right? If something's meant to be, it's gonna be.
Right.
You can't mess it up if you try to. So whenever I've had guys ghost on me, I've had, you name it, it's happened. And when it happens, I'm like, thank you, God, because if someone can do that early on in a relationship, they'll do it 10 years in. But why would I want to suffer? Why would I want to invest 10 years for you to ghost? No, I'm happy you ghosted when you did. Thank you.
What are your tips in terms of beauty and taking care of yourself? What would you say they are? Especially if you don't have a budget, by the way.
My biggest tip is always be comfortable.
Okay.
I find that people sometimes want to wear certain names or a certain style, but they're uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're uncomfortable, it's going to show.
Right.
You're better off wearing a $2 outfit,
Mm-hmm.
feeling confident, because that's what people resonate to and feel. Our energy introduces ourselves before we introduce ourselves. So being comfortable is the most important thing. Whatever it is that you want to wear, whatever comfortable feels like and looks like is okay, but you have to be comfortable.
What does it take to be successful in life? What does it take to be successful in this industry? What would you tell us?
In order to be successful in this life, you must be a person of your word, because your reputation follows you and the world is very small. You don't know who you're dealing with. Show up. Show up. A lot of times fear will kick in and we start questioning everything. Should we not? Just show up. It's not our job to figure it out. It's only our job to show up. So if you can be a person of your word and show up, miracles happen. It's that simple.
It's that simple. You heard it here first. Carol J. Castillo. Now your show is going to be December 17th at Caroline, so make sure you just show up and just say thanks. Because this woman over here is going to make you laugh. You can thank me later. You can thank her later too. Thank you so much for being here
so much
with us. I cannot wait to cheer you on at the Oscars, at the Emmys, at the Grammys, all these award shows. I know you're going to be truly successful.
Thank you.
And I'm proud of you. And I'm humbled to have been able to interview you.
Thank you so much.
And just don't forget about me when you make it to the big lines, okay?
Shut up.
Thank you for being here. Carol J. Castillo, everybody. Make sure you follow her on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Know her name, live it, breathe it, and we'll see you guys later. I'm Chanel Omari. You're watching DivaGalsDaily.com. Stay tuned.